Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a pack opening. And the reason why I'm doing this pack opening is because I'm actually down in London again. I know I've been down here for ages, and unfortunately when I am down in London it means I can't upload that much because Nepo's house makes me ill. But yeah, anyways, so I'm at Nepo's right now, and I decided to do a pack opening. I had a bunch of coins, so I was like, let's do it. Let's see if we can get anyone in this particular pack. Or the several packs that I'm going to go through. First, I just went through the free ones that I get. I actually don't open packs that often, so a lot of the time when I go to open some packs, I'm always pleasantly surprised by the ones given for free from the pre-order ones, or there's just a bunch of reasons why I get the free ones. I'm not too sure exactly why. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to briefly talk to you guys why there hasn't been any videos recently. Like I said, I am down in London, and unfortunately, I don't bring my entire Xbox system down to London when I'm down here. Hopefully I will be moved here relatively soon, but at the moment it's really inconvenient how, you know, I'm gonna be back on Friday, and then I'll be able to give you guys a bunch of videos, but then, you know, I might have to come back down to London, and it's just really tedious. So I'm really looking for it to move in really soon. Once that is done, then I can't wait just to bring you guys regular videos, because don't worry, like, it's as annoying as it is for you guys to not get regular career mode videos. It's actually really irritating for me not to be able to give you guys these videos, so my apologies for that. But until then, there might be another pack opening later tonight. I'm not entirely sure. It'll all just depend on how things go. And I think I might actually be off to the casino. And yeah, I know I'm a fool for, you know, doing all the casino stuff, but it's just something to pass the time. But I actually got Raphael there, the 77. I swear he was upgraded, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I'm pretty convinced he was upgraded. Me and Nepo kind of, when I got him in pack, we looked at each other like, he looks like an upgraded card, but we're not too sure. Yeah, anyways, there was no particular happy hour or anything like that, which is a bit of a shame. I know I should really always do pack openings during the happy hours, things like that, and but I don't know. The only time that I ever enjoyed opening packs was during the double chance ones. Those for me are the best ones, but sometimes I think to myself, like, although it might be double chance, maybe they actually lower the chance so that when they say it's double chance, it might just be normal chance. I know that might be really hard to compute, but hopefully I kind of said it properly. But here I actually got a Team of the Week player in for Martinez, which was just incredible. I know his regular card, he is just a monster, so I couldn't wait to try him out again, but this time his inform one. If any of you guys have any sort of recommendations or any thoughts about him, then do leave them in the comments, because I want to see, you know, what he's like. I might actually make a team around him, because he does play for Porto, and Porto have got some class players involved there. He's got João Moutinho plays for Porto, I think, and João Moutinho for me is just one of the best all-round midfielders in this game. So for that reason, I probably will end up making a squad with him, and yeah, that being that. But like I was saying, you know, about the EA thing, you know, maybe their double chance is actually just normal chance. They just, you know, lower the chances of getting certain players anyways. Another player that I pulled in here was Tyson, the 91 pace player, and there I was like, oh sweet, you know, for once a really good you know, silver. But then I realized he actually doesn't go for that much, which is a bit of a shame. Most pacey silver players will actually go for quite a bit more. So if you guys do end up getting any sort of silver players in your packs that have a lot of pace, just hold on to them, go and check if they go for much. Unfortunately, Tyson doesn't go for that much. He goes for a little bit, I suppose, better than, you know, a non-rare gold, but still, you know, nothing special. You know, it'd be great if I could get myself like a Mayuka and a Bong Lahore, a Raheem Sterling, any of those sort of players. And that kind of brings me on to my next topic about Raheem Sterling. You know, I bought him quite a while back for quite a few coins, actually. I did really shell out on my silver Premier League side, and in honesty, recently I've been kind of let down by Sterling. He's good on the wing, he's quick, but he just gets muscled off so easily, and his finishing is a bit of a letdown. But I can kind of expect that, in all honesty. I believe he is a 69 rated player. I know he's a silver, you know, in the 60s somewhere. So for that reason, I don't expect that much of him. But I do feel as though, compared to his fellow counterparts or players that could easily play in his position, he's definitely not worth the coins. I think people kind of just got a little bit hyped up over him, a bit crazed over him, because he had been playing well for Liverpool, and the fact that he had 4-star skills, the fact he was a left winger in the Premier League, and you know, don't get me wrong, he is a good player, but he's just not the sort of he's just not worth the coins, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, if you have an excess of coins, then be sure to go ahead and give that a go. But for me, I wasn't necessarily over the moon about him, and I definitely feel as though there are some better options floating around. And I get Kara there again, and that's the second time I get him in this pack opening, which really makes me think, are packs really that random? You know, are they actually random? And I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on it, because for me, I don't know if it's going to show up in this particular pack opening. It might be the next one. But I actually opened a pack, and every single player in there is in fact Brazilian. And I was like, you know, this seems like just a bit too much to be a coincidence. I wasn't entirely sure, and you know, maybe those things do happen once in a while, but there were literally, I think it was maybe 4 or 5 Brazilian players all in one pack, and I just had no idea. You know, are packs really all that random? And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you guys think packs are completely random? I mean, that's just one example there, but the amount of times I've received, you know, 3 players in a row back-to-back in packs, it's just like, you know, that the odds of that actually happening are incredibly low. You know, it's just so rare that something like that would happen. But then part of me is like, you know, well, they've got to happen somehow or sometime. So I figured that maybe it does just happen. But it just happens all too often for my liking. So I'm not entirely convinced that packs are completely random to everyone. If you guys do think they are, let me know, and maybe you can explain, you know, why I've been getting these sort of players back to back, and yeah, maybe you guys just have some sort of explanation. And if you don't think it's random, then let me know why you think that, and just you know, your thoughts going around it. Because for me, I'm not entirely too sure what I think. Like, sometimes I'll just go through a pack opening and be like, well, that was complete shit, and I didn't get anyone, and, you know, I could definitely see how that's random. But other times, you know, I'll go through a pack opening, and I'll get, you know, 3 Team of the Week players, and, you know, just, like, completely beast mode it and get, you know, 3 Kakas in a row and stuff like that. So I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, if you guys could let me know, that would just be awesome. Another thing, a sort of disclaimer I'd like to give you guys, is that the reason why I'm discarding a lot of these is because if I were to send them all to the trade pile and put them all up for money, it would take quite a while. If you guys are interested in seeing something like that, then you can go over to Nepenthes and AA series, and they do pretty much that. They challenge each other. They're like, they both have 500k to start with, and pretty much who can open the most packs. And what they do is they literally take every player from their packs and try and sell them for money so that they can open more packs. And it kind of makes sense. And you know, it kind of made me, I was watching their series, and I realized that, you know, although we think packs are a complete ripoff, if you actually sell the each individual item instead of discarding them like I'm doing here, you can actually get quite a bit of money back for them. Now, don't get me wrong, I still don't believe you get worth, you know, how much you pay for them in the first place as far as coins go, but you certainly do get a fair amount back. So I suppose my judgment is, you know, just because you don't get an 85 rated player in your pack doesn't mean it's a shit pack. Like, for example, you know, if you get, you know, 3 80 rated players in one pack or something, for me, that's actually a really good pack, because if you go and sell those individual players, you know, assuming they're hopefully a gold rare or something like that, then you can actually make your money back pretty well. And one of the most overlooked things in packs are literally the consumables, you know, the formation cards. A lot of formations these today are going for like 1,000 coins. You can sell contract cards, obviously. The big ones are, what do you call it, you got the formation ones and the position ones. Position ones especially, you know, you can make, you know, 5k on one formation card, you know, silly stuff like that. Position cards as well, just the same. So, I mean, those are the things you guys have to really think about. And as much as I love getting an 85 rated player in a pack, they do actually kind of balance out, I reckon, you know, they really do, in my opinion anyways. I mean, that, like I said, that's not to say that they're completely worth it, because there's been plenty of times where it's just a matter of, you know, I just got absolutely nothing and I almost feel robbed from EA. But at times I think to myself, you know, what if I sold every single item that I got in the pack and put them all up on the market? Chances are I'd come really close to what I paid for, and, you know, it might actually be worth the risk. But like I said, guys, if you're interested in checking out a sort of experiment like that, then go and check on AA9 Skills and Nepenthes series. I'll link both 2 videos down there, one of AA's and one of Nep's, in the description if you're interested in checking those out. It is kind of a cool series, and I think you guys will just be pleasantly surprised at how much they sort of make back out of their packs. Because for me, I'm really quick just to judge the patch and be like, packs and just be like, yeah, that was complete crap. But I reckon, you know, I should start selling them and just see what happens. But for the sake of this pack opening and for the sake of your entertainment, it would be really quite dull if I simply just you know, had to spend the time going and putting them all in the trade pile, selling them all, etc., etc. But as you can see, I got Dempsey and a really slow striker in that pack. Dempsey I haven't actually had the opportunity to try out too much in this game. He's definitely a player I want to give a go, but I just really haven't had the time and I want to say like desire to put him into a particular squad, but he just hasn't really cut it for me. But I do want to try him out because I've heard some quite good things about him. I've heard his shot is actually really solid, and his dribbling's pretty good as well. So I definitely he's a player that I need to try out relatively soon. Vorm there, a goalkeeper. He's very good, really cheap. I mean, you guys probably know a lot of these Premier League players, and by now, Ultimate FIFA 13's been out for a while. Vorm is actually a player that you know, if you don't want to pay the big money for the likes of Hart and things like that, he's actually a very good replacement, and I was pleasantly surprised by how good he actually is. But we come up here to the end of the pack opening. I hope you guys have all enjoyed this video, and if you have, then leaving a like is much appreciated, and I'll try and get some more videos out to you later today, but like I said, I'll be back home tomorrow, and if not a video tomorrow, then definitely the next day, and get back into that career mode goodness. Hope you all have a cracking day. I'll see you later. Bye bye.